Oh wow! Hello, hello. Welcome to an airplane. Apparently, welcome to the this week's episode of the Wardcast. I'm took Sean's voice, so I'm hosting. Ha 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 ha
Nah,
ha 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 ha. You know, like those laughing machines. Ha 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 ha.
laughing machines.
I don't know. I'm thinking like Stephen Hawking's or whatever his name is.
Ha
He probably
ha
has
Wow.
a
ha.
laughing machine.
Ha
Ha ha ha
ha ha.
ha ha ha.
That's what he
Please
calls
kill
his
me.
wheelchair, the laughing machine.
Wow, it's just a chair for
Wow.
him, Sean. Anyways, he calls it legs. Anyways, I believe we're on episode 239. I'm not
Yay.
looking at the screen or anything.
Wow.
We're here to talk about all kinds of stuff like video games and video game news, machinima and machinima news, survival horror and survival horror news and video
Wow.
games, and machinima. I mean, like survival horror games and survival horror machinima of video games
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
And a
stuff and
lot
things.
more. And also what's going on in our lives and stuff like that, but we'll get to that later.
Woo.
We got quite a full kind of a full cast today. I mean, as you can see, we've got four people. Well, we've got four people. Well, we got
Yeah.
four people. Also,
What
Alex.
am I?
Oh, wow.
He's unclassified.
I'm
Much
for
like
people?
most of his things
Oh,
that he
I'm
said.
an
illegal.
avatar.
No, I like being in the middle.
Well,
I'm like a sandwich.
And I like being on top of Sean, but you know.
Never mind, get me away from Alex. This week we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, mostly things that were presented yesterday, Friday, at the Summer Game Fest.
Yay.
That's what it was called, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally participated.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about more Sony shenanigans, some animated series, a couple of different ones. Some more collectible shit, is what I want to call it. Upcoming games. Got a couple of games. We got some machinima challenge stuff to talk about and
Yeah.
do. uh, as well as lots more actually. We got some games and stuff. But I got a little bit of a rant. We haven't done those Sean's Corner rants for a while now, and it was brought to me in form of a question from Lee this morning, and I decided I wanted to complain about it because it should be complained about. We've probably complained about it before. So Lee has told us that he recently bought a PS5. Yay, PS5! Yay, fuck computers! Yay!
Yay.
Computers suck! Computers suck!
No, they
And
don't.
computers
also
are
Xbox.
useful.
Also Xbox sucks.
Wow.
But yay, congratulations on joining the awesome people, Lee. But he also purchased a extra controller and asked me if when I got one, it came with a charging cable. Well, I don't have an extra controller. However, I did the research. I looked on Best Buy, Amazon, whatever. When you buy a new PS5 controller, it does not come with a charging cable. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Sean probably does. I don't know how many
Everywhere
controllers
is
you've been
cheap
through.
about
That's
that
pretty
now.
typical. Wow. It's pretty
So-
typical.
Yeah, so not
It's
only
just like when you used to buy a DS, you don't get a fucking
Yeah.
plug. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing for $150, but you can't charge it. Get fucked.
Yeah, and their reasoning will be like, "Oh, you can just go buy one at like the gas station for like $5." Yeah, well, I shouldn't have to because, I mean, at least for here, a new PS5 controller costs $89.99, and that's the same price as a game. So it's like, oh hey, I want to play this game, but I got mad drift on my PlayStation 5 controller because, back when I had my 360, or I still have it, but back when I played the 360. My my controller would die. I would just hit the button, pop out the two AA batteries, and then just put two new ones, which I could buy a whole pack of for about $10 at like Costco or something. And there you go, done. Now it's like I played 10 minutes with a fully charged PS5 controller, and the controller dies. And it's like, oh great. And in some games, the player just keeps running forward. It's like, no, come back here, yo bitch. And I have to charge it, and you like Sean or whoever's talking to me, and I'm like, oh crap, like hang on. I can't tell you to hang on because freaking you're just talking through my TV, but I can't hear you, and it's just like fuck, and it should last longer. Not only is it shit like that, but the controller drift comes in a lot faster than the PS4. Everything is just crappier than the PS4. PS1 and PS2 controllers used to come with the cables. Now they don't. And it's like we're getting garbage after garbage after garbage for more money. And now we're getting less garbage with our garbage. And it's like, why? So I wanted to complain about that because Lee, yeah,
Can
it's
you
a good
imagine
boomerang.
there's a day when we were so spoiled that you could buy like a Nintendo and get 2 controllers, a gun, 3 games, subscription Nintendo
Video
Power.
games are
America.
so
Alec,
difficult and
America.
hard and
Yeah.
expensive to make and burn.
That wasn't being spoiled. That was getting value for your money. IMHO.
I swear I just heard crickets. I swear I heard like
I
somebody's
heard it
background.
too.
I did too.
It's so funny. It had nothing to do with what you said, but
The
I was just
timing.
like, where am I picking up crickets? I just like how me and Alec looked up when you said a gun, and I was just like, it's America. There's a gun in
America.
America. You get this, you get a gun.
Burger.
But like now, yeah, sure, you can get like I went to Canadian Tire, which is Canadian. I don't know if you guys know this, because I needed every time I play with Shayla, like the PS4, like the cable that it came with, like would stop charging or would unplug every time I breathed on it, and all I could find is a 10-foot cable, and it's like okay,
There's
I
gonna
can
be
still hear you.
landfills
I'm still
someday
like,
of
look how
these.
freaking long this is. Like no, nothing needs to be this long to play a computer game. When the screen gets smaller and smaller, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't push Shadowheart from here. I can't see her. So it's like,
I need
Yeah.
a magnifying glass.
so you have to go out and get your own cables, and the smallest you can find is 10 feet. And it's like, yeah, but the charger's right next to me because, like, why can't you guys just include this? If it's only $5, then it shouldn't cost you much more to stick one in a box, you ass. So
Yeah.
I'm great.
That's
Yeah.
literally everyone now. Nothing comes with a brick anymore. or
So justice for Lee.
a plug.
They're gonna come with a brick
Justice.
when I throw one through their windows. Justice for Lee.
Yeah, both of my adaptive
Justice
triggers
League.
are not working properly anymore.
Rip.
Such a cool feature. Ooh.
I guess we'll have to send you a new one.
Mm.
Anyways, that was Sean's Corner, everybody. I don't
That
have the
really
audio.
grinds my gears.
I'm
Fucking
paying
stupid
again.
as shit or whatever it was. So yeah, we're like I said, we have a lot to talk about. So we're gonna get into the little weeks, and because I'm hosting, I don't get to go first, and I don't want to, and because he's always
Wow.
stuck hosting. Today we're gonna start with Alec. No, I'm kidding. Sean, how was your week?
It was a week. It had days and nights and 7 days
Greedy.
at the end.
Right?
Not
Getting
not
all
a
the
lot
nights.
for me really. Watched a couple things. I think I was like on autopilot last week because I forgot to do my show and tell. I think I forgot to talk about a couple things. Like yeah. But did I talk about a movie that I saw called The Sadness?
No.
No.
I didn't think so. So I watched
Sadness.
So not this week, but last week I watched a Chinese horror movie called The Sadness, and it's very weird, but if you can get beyond the weird sex shit in there, it's really good. It's kind of like a zombie movie, but they want to murder and beat the shit out of everybody, but also fuck them as well. And
The
like
zombies?
instead of zombies, they're like plaga, like they're kind of
Multi-
like they're creepy and crazy
Plaga?
and they're like
Are they
aware of what's going
creepers?
on and stuff like that, but they act like kind of zombies, like they're rabid and they like violently attack people and they bite people and they eat them, but they're not really zombie. It's weird. It's
Hear
got
me
some
out.
Resident Evil 4
It's a weird
vibes
kink.
going on.
Hear me out. Are they like Reavers from Firefly?
Yeah, kind of. But it's some kind of like viral contamination thing that's going on. So it's like, it's weird. But it was really good. Very violent. So, yeah.
Zombie DSM.
Yeah.
Meh.
Why
Doesn't
can't people just call
seem-
zombies zombies?
What?
Why can't people just call zombies zombies?
Because there's too many zombie things going
And they're
on,
not
so they
bees.
gotta differentiate themselves from the pack.
I'm
They gotta
sorry,
be
Sean.
Oh.
special.
Did you just
And
say
it-
there's too many zombie things going on?
I was-
I'm sorry,
I was-
did you just agree with me?
I was making fun of you. I don't
Well,
think there's too many.
Sean,
There's
I'm the
too
host.
many.
Kick yourself out of
There's
here.
too many. There's too many samurai games now. The zombie
Have-
god is over. Now it's the samurai.
Tunisia.
Have you noticed in
Souls-like
modern media
games.
now, like they'll subvert it, or they'll supposedly subvert it by like having the characters like want to deny that they're zombies, like outright say like I don't want to call them zombies, but
We're not
Mhm.
calling them the Z word.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
fucking zombies. But yeah, I saw that, and I saw Miss Meadows, which is kind of like stars Katie Holmes, and it's kind of like American Psycho, but like she's this like Mary Poppins kind of like. She seems like she's super religious and always sweet and kind to everybody, but like if she sees something bad going on or somebody tries to fuck with her, she murders the shit out of them. It was pretty
Oh.
interesting. What?
Murder Poppins.
But yeah, and I watched some Friends, and I watched some How I Met Your Mother,
Did you watch
and
them through the window or like?
Through the wall.
I watched them through the wall. And I played Baldur's Gate 3. I almost soft locked myself in a fight, but I got out of it. So I continue to play that. I played Lethal Company with Jazz and Shayla and Diaz. Played Viscera Cleanup with Jazz and Shayla. And that's my week. Ta-da! Been working a lot, so less time to play the games and watch
Okay.
the things.
Yeah.
But speaking of, like, we've been
Jams and
talking
things.
about like the action game genre and like all these samurai games and Tunisias that are going on. And it's like everything's got to be a fucking Souls like these days. So I was like looking at my game collection, and I saw these. These are the golden age of action
Yes!
games. They're
Ninja
so
Blade!
good.
Ninja
And
Blade. Nobody talks about
this
Ninja Blade.
one is actually
Yes.
a FromSoft game.
So good. It's so
The
good.
people-
It's so fun.
The people that made the Souls games, they did this game.
Also,
Did they? Was this before or after? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
okay,
Yeah.
So they had done Demon Souls.
Okay, so yeah, it was before the Souls games
Just
were a
before
genre.
Dark Souls.
But like they
Yes.
used to make games like this, just a cool, like
Yeah.
straightforward cinematic action game. And like those
Yes,
were
yes,
good old
yes.
days. Like I miss games like that.
Yeah.
We need to go back to that era. I was a little bit disappointed with Stellar Blade being a fucking another Souls like.
And
Everything
Metal
is a
Wolf
Souls like.
Chaos.
I never played that.
Oh,
I know. I need to get it. It looks amazing.
I know.
But
I have
yeah.
an extra copy. I'll give you my hard copy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want it. What system is it for?
PS4.
I'll take it.
Okay.
We have to talk about fucking Cold Decepts too. I think do you have a loose copy of Cold Decepts Saga on Xbox 360?
I'll have one in a case.
You don't have just like a disc?
I could look.
You should look, because I have the
Okay.
case, but
And
not
you're
the
missing the
disc.
game.
And I
I'm
know,
on the case.
like
We
I
played
had
it a lot.
yeah, I had 2 copies of it so that we could play, but now I'm missing a disc, and that game's getting like really rare and expensive.
Oh,
So it'd
that's
be
a fun
nice
game.
to not have the disc missing.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that's my week. Alec, how was your week?
Well, before I get into my week, let's do the Alec way.
The Alec
Uh-oh.
way 11. Alec once smashed a plate
11.
of food over his older brother's head. It wasn't Lee. This is why plates should be made from paper.
just realised that. Oh shit, we didn't do that.
Oh yeah. This week we've got Sean, Alec, Shayla, Carmen as co-hosts. I knew I
Hi.
forgot something.
It's alright. Right, so I played Due to Me Heavenly Sword, the game I was on about on the movie DVD last week. So I finally played the game. And it's not too bad, but like there's there's a mission where you have to do so many fucking tiles in like 4 minutes. Like, yeah, I ain't got time for that shit. So I gave up on that one. But yeah, it's fun. I played House of the Dead remake. It was a good bit of nostalgia. So yeah. Although it hurt my fucking thumb because you just have to press the fucking shoot thing and it just have carpal tunnel. It's coming out, catching up to me. I played new to me Burnout Dominator. I finally got around to playing that, and yeah, I must admit it made me miss the freestyle of Burnout Paradise. So yeah, I'll probably get rid of it and try and find Burnout Paradise again. And then I played a new to me game, and it's my show and tell. It's called Ghostmaster: The Gravenville Chronicles. A PS2 game where you play as a few different ghosts and you must use your powers to scare the mortal humans. And the intro movie made me think maybe we can make a mini mission and a challenge. Now I did send a little clip of it of the intro movie to Sean. It's up to Sean if he wants to play a little bit of it.
Yeah, we'll take a little
dumb.
sneak peek at it. Because dumb games are good games.
So, sure.
Oops.
Is there anybody there? What is your name, spirit?
I don't know. I don't know. Slimer?
Yeah.
Woo!
So that's the game I got, and yeah, it's just really weird. So if we ever do another mission of a challenge after this,
Funny, the
I
name
might,
of... Oh, go
I
ahead.
might suggest that clip.
The name of that game made me think of this game. This is a ghost
Yeah.
game that isn't garbage. But yeah, Ghost Hunter. See, we get the quality shit in America, apparently.
America.
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 Guns.
America. Let's go to Florida. Carmen, how was your week?
Well, except for Florida, that doesn't count.
My weeks were, pretty good. I has a job now. So I'm very happy that it's been a while and the move delayed my job getting hunting ability because there was some transition stuff that finding places in my new place and so forth. So I have a job now. It is evening job, which is convenient for me because I'm not really a morning person. So I wake up whenever I want to, go to sleep whenever I want to. But I haven't really played any games. I kind of fell off the wagon again. and I logged in last night to my PlayStation 4 and I was trying to see what I could play. And even though I have the PlayStation 4 pass, like six, like I think six things or seven things or a lot of things, a lot of things like got um, dropped from the PlayStation Plus library as we knew they would, right? Um, they I had them in my library and they've been dropped, so now you had to actually purchase them, so I was very sad, and a lot of them I hadn't actually gotten to playing. So can't tell you what I have played because what I have played is nothing. I can tell you what I haven't played and what I will no longer be able to ever play without shelling out $20 a pop. So I lost Horizon. I lost I lost the art book for Horizon. I lost Final Fantasy 8 and 9, but I actually already purchased 8 on Steam, so I still do kind of have it. I lost Darkstalkers, and I lost It Takes Two. So, um, those, if anyone has PlayStation Plus, not that anyone fall into the same exact thing that I have been um, doing, but those are no longer available. Those are now dropped from the PlayStation Plus pass. So I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who, and I have been absolutely obsessed, and everybody knows it. Although I try and like downplay it a little bit, I've been absolutely obsessed with Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. So I watched those yet again, and the Hell of a Boss. Um, we've been waiting months for the recent episode, season 2, episode 8, called Full Moon, and that dropped, and it was like gut wrenching and just heartbreaking so hard for like a 24-minute animated show. Um, but I love it to bits and pieces. I watched The Muppets, like The Office, but like The Muppets, the show. Not The Muppets, the movie that's called The Muppets, but The Muppets, the show that's called The Muppets. And Hell of a Boss and Hell of a Boss.
Shut up, Alec.
Hell of a Boss has a one of the main actors and writers or whatever is Brandon Rogers, who was
I really like him.
Yeah. So of YouTube fame, I started watching some of his stuff on his channel because I had only known him through Hell of a Boss. And so I started to watch his show Bryce, and I started to watch Class Acts. So I'm like 4 episodes into Class Acts, and I'm in the second episode of Bryce, and he's an odd fucking duck, but he's really hilarious. So that's what I do. So no games, lots of shows, and yeah. So
I am Lord.
you were Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Where's my arrows? Okay. And then my fingers,
Okay.
which are arrows.
It's me.
It's you.
Thanks. Well,
How was your
I
week?
haven't. It was pretty good, actually. I haven't watched a lot, other than the new Eminem came out with a new song and
Oh yes.
video, and I watched that about 1 billion times over because that was really good. Um, I like all the little callbacks to his other like
Without me.
music
Yeah.
videos and stuff. I thought it really funny, really catchy. Clever writing. My favorite lyric was the when he's talking about I'm an electrician and y'all light work. That was a really good one. And then what I also continued solo leveling. I feel like it's definitely having that like middle of the season lull. Like it dropped off hard. Like there was like a whole episode of just them talking. So that's been kind of disappointing. I hope it picks back up. And And then for video games, Baldur's Gate is fucking rocking the house. I love Shadowheart. Me and her forever, y'all. Um, and then played a little bit of Lethal with some cool mods. And the one I've been like, most exciting to talk about is I got to play Metroid Dread for the first time. And oh my god, that game is so good. Like, I have played a lot of Metroid style games. I'm even a fan of Metroid style games and the Metroidvania games, but when you play a lot of them, they start to become really samey. And the new Metroid Dread almost has a little bit of a like horror stalker element to it that makes it really intense. And I've caught myself like jump scare screaming a couple times because of like the chase aspects of it. I like the way it's sectioned off and that it still includes very classic Metroid style gameplay in addition to this kind of new like horror aspect of it. Like it literally causes like when you go into those areas it's like dread. I get the title. I thought it was really fitting, and as a big Metroid fan, that seriously has me stoked. I guess that's where it
Metroid
comes
is
into.
awesome.
Yeah. For my show and tell, it is also Metroid related. For once, not what? I'm sharing my screen for my thing. Yeah, I have my some of my Metroid stuff, my little Metroid amiibos. I was really glad I snagged these, and now that I know Dread is good, I want to get those amiibos too. These I thought was kind of tight because it allows me to. They actually have a decent effect where you can use them to up your like replenish your health or your missiles without having to find a station. So they're kind of good for like a pinch, kind of pay to winny, but that's okay. And then of course I have my flex of my original copy of
Ooh,
Super
fancy.
Metroid.
Mhm.
One of my favorite. When
In
everybody
box.
says like Metroidvania, I'm always like, no, it's Super Metroid. Super Metroid. That's what
It's
it's
Super
called.
Metroidvania.
And my cool like oversized box. This was actually for a T-shirt. But I just thought the
Oh, that's cool.
oversized Super Nintendo cartridge was so cool that I was like, I don't even care about this shirt. It didn't even fit me. I just wanted this.
I thought it was
So
the actual like cartridge, and it didn't
yeah,
even like.
it's
I was
it's
like, oh, it's
huge.
just like it's bigger than the box, and I
The
didn't even like
box is
think
little.
why is like, I was
Yeah,
like, this is normal.
yeah. This is fine. So yeah.
Wow.
Uh, otherwise, that was mostly what it was. Just lots of Baldur's Gate, which is freaking amazing. So, and that's my show and tell, and that was my week. So yeah, thanks for asking. Did everybody go except for Jazz? It's your turn.
Yeah, it's
How
just
was your week?
Host, 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 host,
Host,
host.
Seems
host,
like
host,
Carmen
host.
forgot her show and tell.
I kind of did. But look, I have a room now.
Is that your show and tell?
For now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
no,
could
I was
show.
like, you're not like slipping into something else. Like that's your show and tell.
No, I mean I could show you my mangoes,
didn't
but that's
focus.
about it. It's not video game.
Don't show us your mangoes on live YouTube.
Well, I mean, some people talk about manga like they're mangoes. So I mean,
No,
just to be clear, she meant the actual
I
fruit.
meant like the fruit of mango.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
Jazz, how's your week?
Yeah.
Thanks, Alec.
I asked her.
My week, I don't even remember it really. All I know, chat. All I know is that I spent all of Thursday taking my mom to like appointments and stuff. So I didn't work, but it was different work. But I mean, I spent the day with my mom because she got a broken hand, so she can't drive. So I'm her chauffeur. But now she's at the cottage for a couple weeks. So
How the hell do you spell chauffeur?
yeah, Alec. This is somewhat how people drive, Alec. You almost got it right.
No, I was more concerned if she. Yeah, never mind.
You're so stupid.
I'm sorry. Has anyone
Disrespectful to
heard
my
the,
mother.
Has anyone heard the chauffeur song?
No. But then my the rest of the week was kind of pretty straightforward. I mean, work, Baldur's Gate, work, Baldur's Gate, some sort of something considered sleep in between. Um yeah. I don't think Lethal Company, and I played with the people that Shayla mentioned, and also no, people that Sean mentioned and Shayla. I played with Sean and Shayla and Diz, and I played with a little bit with Diz and somebody from her stream, which was really funny. And we played some Viscera, which was fun. Once we understood how it goes, it took us hours for
We made a
something that should have
mess.
been simple. We cleaned up way too much stuff.
Made a big old mess.
Yeah, Shayla joined in and then started making even more mess.
Yeah.
Hey, I figured out how to cover up the bullet holes.
And then I had to go behind you and figure out how to cover up the holes that you made while covering up the bullet holes. It was really fun. After you left, I was passing over where you don't fall asleep. Open your eyes.
Don't you fall asleep when I'm talking to you.
I was narrowing them at you.
The little dents that you left behind, we had to clean those too. So I just went behind you and just went like, and then like it took care of it. But yeah, it's a fun game, and like hopefully we could play it again. And then I think that's pretty much what I did. I got something in the mail, but it's not for me. It's for Sean, and it'll be his show and tell to give. But I can't wait for him to get it.
Is it a severed hand?
No. Yeah, Gail's hand. I'm gonna send you Gail's hand. I still have that in my inventory.
Good. You could brush your teeth with it.
Yeah, I like tape to, actually, speaking of tape, I did buy like a 5-pack of tape. And we were at Rona, and we were getting all this stuff for my mom's plants, and I just like see a big thing of tape, and I'm like, oh, this is on sale. And my mom's like, oh, cool. And she's like, no, it's the tape that's on sale. I'm like, oh, cool, I need that. And she's like, why? I'm like, I'm sending Sean a box. She's like, a box? I'm like, don't worry about it. So yeah, just making Lee
It has
proud.
to have 40 layers of tape at least.
It'll have some. Yeah. Yes, we hear dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
And
sister.
yeah, so show and tell. I realized I should have shown this last week, but I realized that when I showed it in that, like when I joined at the end of that Silent Hill thing and not on the podcast. But I bought myself an RE3 t-shirt. Yeah.
Yay.
Is it crooked? And it's not like stupid Nemesis. It's cool. And
Stupid
the hand, we kept saying that is Carlos trying to grab Jill's butt.
Why is everybody trying to touch me?
So it's really cool. I really like it. Like there's the tower and like
Yeah.
the forest, and he's just like, yeah,
He's so happy.
He's so happy. He's like, there's my friend. Unfortunately, it did come from China, so this is a large and it's a little tight. But you know, I'll get it. I can fit. I can wear it. I'm afraid
Put it over
It
your
might have that
knees.
virus on it.
Carlos made it. And just because of what Sean showed, I ran over to my stack of games and grabbed. I also have good ninja games when they used to be
Hey.
good.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I remember playing Red Ninja is like, you know how much I'm fighting for like, hey, like, can we please get a remake of this game because it was fucking awesome. Like you run around fighting everything with the thing that they tried to like hang you with. Like it's pretty freaking cool. And then I don't remember much about Tenchu, but I remember it's really awesome. And for some reason I have the strategy guide for it because it was in a bin of $2 back when you can just go to the store and buy strategy guides.
Tenchu games are weird. Like some of them are like really good, and some are like the worst games ever. I don't know if they have like different people developing them or
You know,
like, what the
From
hell that's
Software
about.
Did you know From Software is actually responsible for a lot of the Tenchu games?
Well, they must have done the good ones.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this one's probably
they're-
not one of the good ones because
Oh shit!
That,
Well,
they
and
may
it's
have just been
multiplayer.
they may have just been the publisher though, so it's hard to say.
Guaranteed I bought that because when I was a bit younger, I used to go to this one store. It was like a Chinese owned store, and they sold like these decorative like Chinese swords. And every time I'd walk in there, she'd be like, "I have a new sword to show you. I think you'll like it." And it was like she sold them for like less than $50, right? So I'd buy these swords, and I was like super into like Japanese swords and Chinese like stuff. And I'm guaranteed that's why I bought those games because I was like super into like the Japanese culture back then, and I had
Yeah.
no idea what they were about. But Red Ninja's really fun because, yeah,
Yeah,
Get
Red
to be
Ninja's
sneaky.
cool. I love that game.
It's so
we're
good.
just like
Showing off stuff.
Well, no, it was
Still here.
right. It was right next to Ghost Hunter, so I grabbed it too because it's like one of the best games ever made. I love that game.
Yes.
It's so good.
It's not a game. Anyways, that's pretty much my week. So you know what time it is?
Oh fuck.
Time to start over.
I had one job. Ah!
Fun.
One day it's just gonna fall in that
That's
box.
not what I
and-
was gonna say at all, Sean.
Oh,
Stay
shit.
news. Palicos can talk now.
Get the fuck out of here with your palicos. What are palicos?
They're the cats in Monster Hunter and
cats.
Wilds. They can
Outta
talk
here with
now.
palicos.
It's it's Apache cat.
I hate those fucking things.
Cats or calicos.
Well, now you don't have to listen to them go wow wow.
Where one of them had dogs. What happened with that?
Because they were ninjas.
Well, ninja dogs. Yes, please. Let's go.
Ninjas.
There's
I
more
know.
ninjas going around.
Rise was the first one to introduce dogs.
Is this
Dog
podcast
discrimination.
sponsored by fucking ninjas or something?
So what's in the news, Jazz?
Yeah,
What?
we got that first episode.
Don't
I don't know which one we're doing. What?
They're all numbered.
Oh, are they?
Also, just put one up there, and I'll just talk
Son of a
about.
bitch.
So in the news, we're gonna start talking about. Yeah,
Number one.
there's an Among Us animated series that was announced. It was announced. It made its debut during the Summer Game Fest on Friday. Lots of big names attached to this one, but then in a sneak peek, we had a glimpse at each character's roles aboard the ship, known as the Skeld. So like it seems to be centered around like the main first ship, the one that everybody seems to pick because it's easier to know your way around. We first heard about this series last year, which is made in collaboration with CBS Studios, developer Inner Sloth, and Titmouse, the studio behind Big Mouth and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We know some of the characters and their voice actors will appear in the show, including some of the biggest names being Randall Park, the first guy on the left there. I didn't put them in order. I probably should have, but I figured we'd know who they are. Randall Park as Captain Red. Ashley Johnson as Security Chief Purple. I like that they don't have names. They're just colors. Patton Oswalt, I don't like him, but Patton Oswalt as Contest Winner White. Elijah Wood as Unpaid Intern Green. Phil Lamar as Ship Cook Brown. And Wayne Wright as Engineer Lime. But what we don't know is the $1 million question. Who will be the imposter? And
Oh, that's kind of fun.
shit. Hang on. I did have the trailer and I forgot to send it to Sean.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Send it now.
What?
Somebody stall.
What
Murder mystery. Who done it?
fucking going on with this shit balls is the shit balls.
What's the guy's name on the far left?
Randall Park.
I don't like that guy.
Gosh darn it.
He was, you know what? I've seen him not seen him because like I didn't watch. I know he was on that Blockbuster show that I didn't watch because it was boring.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I watched
Everything
the
he's
start
in,
of
like I
it.
always hate the characters that he plays. He's always annoying.
The only one that I've actually seen his character is just one episode where he was shortly in, and he was not Jim, like Asian Jim,
Oh yeah,
when they pulled the prank on Dwight.
Yes, I love not
Uh,
Jim or Asian Jim. No, he was called Asian Jim. Yeah, I love Asian Jim.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't know who's doing that rubbing sound, but
that was me only for a
Yep.
second because I got excited and I
only
went
for a
swish,
second.
swish, swish,
Can you
swish.
don't do that on your microphone? That's all.
Sorry.
Apparently it didn't save, but give me 2 seconds and I will save it because I was like specifically not watching it so we could all watch it together. And
Nice.
half of the stuff that I got all ready to watch with you guys did not save, and I don't know why. And it's to complete bullshit.
Bunch of poo-poo caca.
Bunch of fucking poo-poo caca. 100% what that
Bunch
is.
of wankers.
Was he also in? I think it was like Fresh Off the Boat or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is.
Was he from the boat?
No, Fresh Off the Boat, or what's it called? Like,
It is called Fresh Off the Boat.
okay.
Yeah, I think I started to watch that and then I didn't. Because it had like a funny like idea behind it, but I've mostly like I started reading the names and then I saw like Ashley Johnson and I was like Ashley Johnson and Elijah Wood, like she's gonna go back to Critical Role and be like, "Fuck you, I'm at Frodo." Maybe I don't know. She's probably met bigger names than that, but
All right. Here we go with the trailer.
I mean,
There's not enough information.
so it's just like a reveal trailer kind of thing. Like it's not yeah, it's to show the animation, which I mean,
It's cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've never been able to actually sit and watch Big Mouth. Like the
Oh, I
style of
know.
it and everything of
Oh,
it
it's
just
so
bothers
ugly.
me. But you know, Into the Spider-Verse or whatever,
Mhm.
obviously huge feedback. Like it was really, really like well received. So
Yeah, so good.
the collaboration seems like it's gonna come well. The voice actors, although I can't stand Patton Oswalt, but the character they gave him, like a contest winner, and the fact that he's just there like drinking his drink, I feel like that's gonna be a good role for him because he's gonna be like the just kind of like I'm picturing like whatever his name was. I think his name was Steve in like the Dawn of the Dead remake, like the douchebag, like rich guy with a yacht and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and the fact that it was Phil Dunphy was really funny. Plus, like Wayne Knight, I feel like we haven't seen him in a lot of things since like Jurassic Park and Third Rock from the Sun. So he's really funny. Like I really like him as Officer Don. Like, so I wasn't sure of the name, and as soon as I typed him up and I saw him, I was like, holy shit. Plus Philomar is awesome.
I was gonna say
Yeah, he's
Philip.
amazing.
I want to. His agent needs a like pat on the back because he always gets to be in really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And he always does a really good job too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, but I want to say like he often gets cast as like the black guy, and the fact that they made him like the ship cook brown.
Yeah, that's so
Like,
clearly
like,
supposed
you
to be the
literally could have
joke.
made
It's
him
like,
any fucking
they
color.
made- yeah, it's like I'm the brown one, aren't I?
But they had to like. There's a lot of
I'm
humor
sure
that
that's-
got put behind
it's super on
their
purpose,
because like
yeah.
Randall Park, they put him as the lead. They put Elijah Wood as like the intern because like
Yeah.
he's just a little guy. They put Ashley Johnson as the security chief because I can already imagine her being like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, just, That picture, by the way, is from the Last of Us 2 set. She's holding a like a knife, like a mocap knife that says "Property of Ashley," and she's like, "Yeah, it is." I had to get that face, but like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a good choice, and it's a good time for animation for that game because it's like it's a really big game, but it's
Yeah.
not like, if they fuck it up, they fuck it up. But I feel like they won't. Like, good
Yeah, I think
potential.
it has potential to be really funny.
And hey, who knows? Like maybe whatever it comes out on, maybe we could all do like a word watch together with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That way we can all judge it or enjoy it together.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Equally judging.
There you
You
go.
need to play that game again. Been a while.
Yeah. Plus, it was noted too that in the trailer it was ominously put how like it says "we're not dead," and then like the imposter shows up and blocks "not," so like, haha, we're dead.
Haha.
Haha. Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
honestly, it has potential because they could make it really funny, but also add like an aspect of like a murder mystery who like leave. I don't know. It has potential to be really interesting, fun to
The
watch.
only thing that bothers me is like the animation isn't super great, and given the amount of money
Yeah.
that they pulled in from that property, I feel like they probably could have gone a little bit further.
At least they
Oh,
spent
I don't
it
know.
all
I
on the
feel that-
actors
Voice
I was gonna
actors.
say, I
Yeah.
think they did it on the voice actors, but
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
I've
And the
watched my
studios.
fair share enough of like YouTube animated videos and laughed my ass off that I'm pretty sure as long as it's written well, I think it could work.
The frustrating thing is that with the teaser just like this, I want to hear at least a little tiny clip to get a feeling of
The humor.
of anything, if it's trash or not. I wanna hear it'd be hard for it to be trash, because I'm sure even with pretty a trash script, these people are like big enough and talented enough that they could pull
No.
something out.
If the writing's shit, nothing's
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah, but
It doesn't matter who you
it
have.
might not have been recorded yet, so they probably can't
Yeah.
I
give you
know.
that.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, this could be like a really early proof of concept, and it could look better. I'm not saying it's going to be shit just because of what they showed, but if that's like the final animation, I just feel like with something that's earned so much money, it should look better than what it looks like now. That's my only concern. Everything else sounds really good.
It's also like a low, like the game is supposed to be like for what the game is. I think maybe they're going for what the animation looks like in the game, like when you, I don't know. Well, it'll probably improve.
See, the thing is though, is like one thing that changes my mind or makes me wonder is like I've been watching Smiling Friends, right? And one of the things I love about Smiling Friends is it has this really like Adult Swim, like goofy, like low budget animation style look to it, but then they'll do these sequences that are like super well animated for no reason other than to just be super well animated because of the people who made its animation backgrounds. And that gives me hope, is like you could take something simple like that, like Among Us, and have really cool animated sequences for like comedic effect almost.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Speaking of comedic effect, no, okay. I was
Alan Wake 2
I
late.
pulled this. I took this one off of the news tab that when Lee brought it up to use it, but also because I didn't want Sean to see it. But then I'm like, oh, he probably already knows. I didn't want you to feel sad, but you probably already do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alan Wake 2 is getting that thing that it said it wasn't gonna get. Due to their silly decision to make Alan Wake 2 a digital only release back on October 27th last year. It's no secret that Remedy Entertainment has been getting a lot of backlash. A lot of
And they said,
backlash.
psych.
8 months later, Remedy has ironically found a remedy to its predicament. It's my joke. Copyright.
Oh, wow.
And it probably isn't. And decided to reverse its decision. Revealed Friday at Summer Game Fest, along pretty much everything's going to be from Summer Game Fest. alongside the first Alan Wake 2 Night Springs DLC, which I'm not going to get into. Remedy announced that Alan Wake 2 physical editions, that two Alan Wake 2 physical editions are coming, with pre-orders set to begin on June 8th of this year. So today. I'm like, look at calendar, good. When speaking to Games Radar Plus, communications director Thomas Puha, it's probably not how you say that, says that the team, quote, wanted to prioritize quality over everything else, quote, for the October release. Yesterday for Alec and Lee. Apparently, the decision to skip physical editions was a result of wanting to, quote unquote, as they say, take more time to polish the game. Quality always comes first for us, and we wanted to maximize the development time that we had. That's their excuse. It sounds like a cop-out excuse to use 8 months after you've already let the fans down. Like, oh shit, it's been 8 months, everybody's pissed, let's come up with the stupidest reason why we did this.
Mm-hmm. And again, they're fucking over the people that were like, oh, it's not going to come out in physical, I guess I'm just going to buy a digital. And here we go again. It's like, oh, guess what? Here it is anyway. So the people that really want it are going to have to fucking buy it twice.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, they did bad. And then they kind of did they did bad, but they did it in a kind of okay way. If they're going to do something stupid, they could have done worse. Let me explain. So, 2 physical editions, as mentioned, of the game are coming to shelves this year. So the first one being the physical deluxe. I keep moving my little thing. The physical deluxe edition for $79.99. So I'm assuming that's American prices, which includes. So is that not the cost of the regular cost of a game?
No, it's another $10.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So I'd have to alter what I was typing up here because I thought it was the same price. So it's $10 more. All right. So it includes the base game as well as the digital deluxe edition items, which includes cosmetic items for Alan and Saga, or Sega.
Sega.
Sega. An expansion pass for the 2 DLCs and a code for an Alan Wake Remastered digital edition. So they're giving you the game. Well, you're buying the game, so they better fucking give it to you. All of the digital deluxe edition items and the DLCs and a code for the first game remastered for $10 more. So unfortunately, the remastered game is going to be digital, obviously, but you are getting the whole first game, which everybody probably already has. So
it was free to download.
Yeah, so this is pretty much for people who just want to have the physical game for to have it physical to collections, but you still have to pay that $10 more. There's doesn't seem so far at least that there's a standard edition, just the fucking base game. Maybe that'll change along the way. Maybe this is just to kind of look good in the fans' eyes and
Check
kind of
back in
just
8 months.
hey, we'll show you more and make it look really good. That's not what people want, but
I don't think so, because they showed both of these 2 editions simultaneously. Why would you not show the standard edition? Because that's going to appeal to more people because it's cheaper. It's a lower entry point. So why would you, if that's available, why would you not show that out the gate? So I don't think that they're going to be doing a standard copy of it.
Well, I mean, because they want more money. So if they're
but this could turn people off. People that are on the fence, $80, that's a tough sell. So there are people that are maybe they want to get it, but they're not sure. If it's $10 less, that's going to be appealing to a pretty wide audience. So if you're going to do that, it makes 0 sense to not advertise that.
Yeah, but then they'd be selling standard copy and not selling their more expensive fancy copies.
But the thing is, there's people that are going to just make the decision to not buy it.
Yeah.
So and I feel that's more likely because again, people people that are just interested in trying the game out are not going to give a shit about the DLC. You know what I mean? So like to spend that extra $10, there's no value in that to them. So it's just like it's frustrating because it's like, okay, you're charging me fucking $80 to try this game. Like, no. That's just going to make a lot of people just not even bother. So
Yeah.
again, like when you're advertising, like why would, if you plan to make a standard edition, like why would you risk the chance of turning people away by not saying that you're doing that? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me that they wouldn't say that they're doing that.
Yeah. The proper apology and correction would have been to make the second edition a lower price and just have that. Because the second edition has all of that, has the Alan Wake 2 limited collector's edition with everything I just mentioned, created by Limited Run, but it also includes what you see here. So there's well, like everything included in the $80 physical deluxe edition, as well as the exclusive collector's edition box, which looks pretty. Has a nice tree on it. If you like trees,
That's a nice tree on
it
it.
has a nice tree on it. Alan
It's
Wake's
a nice
Angel
tree.
Lamp replica, which is it's functional with a light.
Nice.
Ocean View Hotel keychain and key for room 665, not 666.
Damn it.
I haven't played the game. I don't know what it means. A Coffee World pin set and an art book. So they could have included all of this, which has everything in the other edition, and had like, hey, like, we heard you. We had this is our stupid reason for why we didn't do this right away. But 8 months later, we heard you. You know, we're sorry, but like, you know, we're here. Like, Limited Run has this really cool collector's edition. You get the whole game. You get a digital version of the first game. Everything digital that exists is on with the physical copy, and all this really cool collector's shit. This is what they should have released, and not like just the other version. And instead of making it $80, then you could have had like all of this. Unfortunately, this whole collection comes at a retail price of a whopping $200, and its timing sucks ass because its announcement comes right at the same time as other big titles, as Sean has told us, such as like Clock Tower Rewind, the Lara Croft collection, as well as like
Two
all
of them.
two Lara Croft 3, because there's the fucking
Just through Limited Run alone,
yeah,
you know, they have 2 collector's edition
yeah,
or things, because
and
there's the strategy games or whatever, the top down ones, and then there's the HD remasters. There's 2 collector's editions for Tomb Raider.
yeah, and then on top of that, there's oh yeah, because I forgot about the one that, because I got one of them but not the other, and now they announced the Turok 3 collector's edition that has like a really cool like N64 like cartridge looking thing, and like
They're going crazy.
like it's not Limited Run's fault, but like, you know, people are left with the decision of, do I want to pass up on one of these really cool titles, of like my favorite titles, of like, I've been a fan of Alan Wake for so long, and like I really like this, I really want to add this to my collection, or do I not eat and skip rent this month or the next few months? Or like I had to put this meme up there, like, shut up, take my kidney, because like that's all I can afford to fucking do now. Like,
do I live under a bridge?
Like, if you really want to make it up to people, don't charge $200 for this whole ass thing. Like, they've already paid reduce the cost of what the game cost them digitally, and then sell that box. They already paid the $80. Make the collectors like 100 or 120 maybe. Like, it's just, you know. Also, I have another question. Like, I this turned into a rant. I'm sorry, but I know you guys, because like,
Welcome to my world.
I don't really have any plan on getting Alan Wake 2 anytime soon, because I still haven't completely finished Alan Wake 1, and I need to do that. But
It's really
like,
good.
funny thing here is that Remedy claims that it took them the extra 8 months to release the game on physical, because initially they wanted to make sure that they had they maximized the development first, and they had all the time to do that. They had fucking 13 years between the first title and Alan Wake 2. What the hell were they
Mhm.
doing in that time? Is
Video
that not
games
enough
are
time?
hard to make.
Is that not enough time to did we lose Alec?
He fell asleep.
Yeah, he's Alan Wake.
Ah,
Alec Wake. Alec
Alec
sleep.
Wake.
He is.
But yeah, I
He is dead.
I feel like at this point they had enough time. They can't use that as an excuse, and this is unfortunately what we're going to be seeing for a lot of titles where they're like, "Oh, big collectors." So now when big games like this are coming out with digital only, I think I'm gonna do what you did, Sean, and just not get the digital unless it's something I really, really like if it's a Tomb Raider or you know, because they're just gonna do this. They're gonna be like, "Oh,
Mhm.
our bad. Here's a digital," and I'll be, or here's a physical, and I'll be like, "Ha, well." Now I don't mind paying the whole price because I didn't already do that.
And it sucks too because it's like a full blown manipulation because like it could go the other way too. Like they might not get the opportunity to be like, oh, by the way, there's a physical as well. It could like just not sell enough to get to the point where they can make a physical, and then oh, guess what? Now there's no Alan Wake 3 ever. Like it's just like either way, it's punishing the audience. It's
Mhm.
like either it sells poorly and kills the IP, or it sells well enough to justify a re-release where you're double dipping into
Double
the
dip.
player base. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And this goes back into like what we were talking about, where like you have these companies that are looking for opportunities to kind of sneak their way into raising the cost of what games cost, and that's exactly what this is. It's like they could have done a standard edition, but no, why do that when we can charge $80 for the physical edition, or better yet $200, and we can capitalize on selling an additional copy to people who bought the digital version that didn't know there was going to be a physical and they want the physical. So it's just like a shady practice to just get more and more money out of your audience, out of your fan base. It's really manipulative and it's just fucked up.
And they think they're slick.
Yeah, and some people probably won't notice it and they'll get away with it, but it's really shitty that they do stuff like this.
So here's a question, since this has turned into a rant. In general, not just for Alan Wake, but in general, why don't they, or have they ever done like collector's edition bundles without the game? Does that make sense? Like, let's say that you already have the edition you want, and just to
It was on my list
Keep
too.
asking. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
and you already have the edition you want, and you can get that standalone, and still yet buy the special edition like coffee book with the statue and the thing, like bundled by its lonesome, regardless of.
I'm pretty sure they avoid doing that because when they resell these versions with the digital copy, they get to they can boost their sales of how many copies of the game are sold, because that matters. That
Yeah,
when it comes to business side of things, that's sometimes
metrics.
all investors care about, is how many copies you sold. So if they do a special edition that doesn't have a game, even though they're just giving you digital
Attached.
copy, yeah, because now
Mhm.
a lot of times they can even just say like that's technically 2 units because they gave you a physical version and then it has like a digital voucher or whatever, like, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're doubling their sales off of just
But yes, if they just sold this like the stuff, then yeah, they're not gonna. It's not selling units, so I doubt they'll ever do that.
You did.
Okay.
I will give them
Nintendo.
credit. There is one upside to this. Is the DLC. Like it does look cool. It's crossover DLC. Like you get to play as Jesse from Control and the guy from Quantum Break, and one of the characters, the waitress from the first Alan Wake game, and it's all like tied into like their fictional TV, like their Twilight Zone TV show, where it's like uh, what is it, Night Springs or whatever. So it's kind of a cool idea that they're kind of using different elements from the universe and tying things together that way. Like it looks cool, but it's tainted by tying it into this fucking deluxe edition manipulation bullshit.
Yeah.
It's my money and I want it.
The dude in the bottom right corner, I took him out of the commercial.
Shut the fuck up.
I liked yours
Alright.
too, though, but I wanted to share mine as well.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that all of it?
That was all of it. Yeah.
Is it this one? Yeah, there we go.
So I didn't have any images for that one.
Oops.
So Slitterhead, we talked about Slitterhead a while back.
Yeah.
It's the game, the upcoming horror title from Bokeh Game Studios.
Yeah.
The studio run by guy who did
Name.
Silent Hill.
I think
not
it's
good.
Keiichiro Toyama.
Yeah, I'm not
Keiichiro
good
Toyama.
with, I keep the name that keeps coming to my head every time I see his name is Kojima, and I'm like, it's not Kojima.
Wow.
And then I think when I was typing it, I backspace. I'm like, I'm not gonna try to remember his name by memory. But we talked about it at the time. There wasn't much information available, though. I was actually, when I first saw the name, like just the title, I was thinking of the Snake game, and then I was like, no, Slitterhead. That's the one with the weird parasites.
Yeah.
Bokeh Studio, however, was taking it to the Summer Game Fest live stage on Friday, yesterday, to share more details about the title. However, they definitely goofed by accidentally uploading the first gameplay trailer ahead of time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was the whoopsies, Sean. They
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So a lot of people saw the trailer before Bokeh took the stage, but the trailer it was taken down before the time that they went on, but the trailer revealed a PS4 and PS5 release date of November 8th of this year. I don't think anyone expected to see the game come so soon, but considering so little information was available before, we now have a date, which means like they probably got way further in the development and everything. They cleaned it up a little because at first, when we saw it at first, it kind of looked weird. We saw like, people with parasites. You don't know who's got the parasite or what. And we saw this guy doing like this move with his sword, and it looked confusing. But soon is good. That means it's I don't know.
Almost
I don't know.
done.
I haven't watched it. The trailer showcases a look at what appears to be an important mechanic in the game. It seems like you can sort of jump between different characters in the environment and view the world through their eyes and ears. There's also some combat clips and traversal elements. We'll watch the trailer here together to get a look at what Slitterhead's gameplay will look like and some other aspects of the game. So here we go.
Whoopie.
That's back. Spoiler, you get a flashlight.
Damn it. I hate those.
Or as the UK calls it,
Watch.
torch. Oi.
You're also Spider-Man.
Slitterman.
Oh. That's a problem. Beetlejuice?
Becca? Oh, it's Ethan.
It's like prototype.
One of the characters is Ethan. He just cuts his arm off. And uses a weapon.
And you can be a dog.
A dog.
A dog.
So that gives us way more than the last one
Yeah.
did.
Right?
It's like a prototype type game.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of Prototype and Siren a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's, he made Siren as well.
Yeah, they were saying that it was it seemed to have a lot of like Siren
That's
style
cool.
and
I hope it's good. I want to play it.
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on it. Like, it looks like a cool again, it's like we talked about this before where it's like from the creator of Silent Hill, and then you set these expectations and it kind of fucks everything up. Like, me and probably a lot of other people wanted like a survival horror game.
Yeah.
And then they show us what it is, and it's something completely different. And it does look really cool to me. Like, I do want to get it and play it, but it's not what I wanted at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like he's trying to like he's got his like style, but he's trying to go for something completely different. Which fair to him. Like if he doesn't want to make another like Silent Hill type like survival horror, but at the same time, like you made Silent Hill. Like this is what your people are expecting.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of unfair because it's like when you really think about it, it's like when they were doing stuff for Konami or or even just like people who were doing stuff for Capcom.
Alex, here, I gotta do this.
That was just like part of their job, and they were hired to like probably make like, oh, this is what's popular right now, so make us one of these. So it's hard to say that that's like, when they have their more freedom, like what are they gonna make? Do you want them to make the game they want to make, or what everybody expects them to make?
Yeah, like he probably branched off specifically to make like his own
what he wanted to make. Yeah,
and he's like, it'll probably be super awesome. We'll just have to get used to.
What bothers me though is like he actually did comment on like the fact that it's not like a horror game. He mentions that like survival horror titles have like a smaller kind of hardcore niche audience, and they wanted to appeal to a larger audience, obviously, because they not only do they want to get the game into more people's hands, but obviously money, right? Money always talks. So like they've got to, this is their first game, they're a new company, they kind of need a hit, right? So they need to appeal to a wider audience so that they can make enough money to continue to exist. And I get that, but again, like it goes back to
it's
money,
probably gonna get
and
buried.
It just kind of sucks. Yeah, it looks like it's potentially another kind of Souls-like game, like the way that the combat is and stuff like that. So there's a good chance it's going to get lost in the shuffle. So it's not even going to, there's a chance that it's not even going to do what they intended
it's
it
gonna
to
end
do.
up like,
and as a result, it's like they didn't make a survival horror game to sell more copies, and that might not even happen because it could get lost in the shuffle. So it's like, it just kind of sucks because like they're pursuing money and kind of everybody loses in the process. But
this just tends to, I mean, like there's games like God Hand that's happened to, like,
yeah,
really,
which was an amazing game and nobody bought it.
Yeah,
because during that time there were so many action games out, like it just got passed over by most people. So again, like I think this looks like and probably will be a really cool game, but again, like it's not what they set us up to expect, and there's a good chance it's going to be a financial loss for them.
It sucks too because it's like it makes me think of like what happened to I thought Hi-Fi Rush was really cool, and I think a lot of people that played it probably thought it was too, but it's just like it didn't do anything. Like now their studio shut down.
Nah. It was on my list too. I liked your picture though. Yours was better.
Just added up. Whoops.
I like the whoops.
Well, they put it there because the font was white.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, to be clear, like it looks cool, and I'm still excited about it. I just wish I wish I would have found out after I played it that the creator of Silent Hill made it. That's all I'm saying.
Initially it looked like a really like spooky, like, oh my god, there's parasites, and it looked like creepy, and then it kind of moved to like you're all like superhero demony power
Spider-Man.
people,
No.
and it turned into like an action horror, and it'll still look cool. It's just like you said, yeah.
It kind of has the same vibe, and not Silent Hill.
Man, Spider, my life sucks ass.
I believe it has the composer Akira Yamaoka that's doing the soundtrack. So that's cool. Like it'll have like Silent Hill-y kind of vibes and things. So like it's not a complete loss.
Yeah,
Be a little bit in there.
we'll
for
see.
Silent Hill fans.
We will see. All right, I got a couple more here. All right, so
Who
gamers.
dat?
Say who dat? That's
Who
Woody
dat in the
Harrelson.
corner? Oh,
That's me in the
Okay.
corner. All right, gamers and companies can argue about numbers for days. We know this. For days, and all kinds of other things. In the past, it was all about how many bits your console had, then the resolution of the game, and more recently, it's been all about the frame rate. And the latest generation's been obsessed with 4K and has largely forgotten in recent years. It's been largely forgotten because we talked about 4K being the newest thing, and then it was 3D, then it was this and that. But most people have probably not realized or noticed that Sony has been pretending that the PS5 can run its games in 8K, even though it can't. I tried to find the box that my PS5 came into, but I guess I threw it out a while ago. But
elaborate.
the old,
I'll have to
I'm
look at
still
mine.
talking. The old boxes, apparently they've changed it now, but there was an 8K logo proudly displayed on the PS5 box for the last 4 years, and only now has it mysteriously disappeared. Sony has made no announcement, but the Digital Foundry's John Linneman has recently noticed a change, although it's unclear exactly when this happened. I checked with Lee earlier today since he recently bought one, and he says that it has the 4K logo, but no 8K logo. So he's got the truth box.
It's a cornucopia.
So I reckon the resolution got so good that it's invisible K.
We can't see an 8K, so we
Wow.
can't even see the logo.
The logo
Your
is an
eyes
8K.
can't even
Yeah.
comprehend it.
Exactly.
See, I thought you were talking about the on the screen, and I was going to say that there's some truth to that, but
No.
no.
Despite what the logo's presence used to imply, the PS5 does not and has never supported 8K resolution in any way, even for static images. Sony has also started branding its own 8K televisions as being PS5 ready. Support was supposed to be added in after launch, but it never arrived, perhaps because very few people actually have an 8K TV. Even then, the performance hit for running a game at 8K was likely to be so prohibitive that it would have made any 8K games as rare as how the native 4K games were back in the last generation. So we know that Sony's a piece of shit. It's not a joke. We even talked about it earlier, but like they've been lying on the boxes for who knows how long, for 4 years, and have just like they're like, you know what, we should take this off before this becomes like a problem.
Because it's illegal.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's false advertisement, and you're claiming something that's completely wrong. So it took somebody who has an 8K TV and went like, bruh, nah, bruh.
Nobody could call them out, or it was rare that they could be called out.
Because it was so rare. So they removed it with no mention whatsoever. Like it was mentioned, nobody knows how long they removed it, how long ago. So if anybody has bought a PS5 in the last 4 years, and you remember when you bought it, check your box if you still have the box, and just comment or let us know when like if it has the logo or not, and we can kind of try to form our own timeline and be like, ooh. And
Yeah, I still have my box. I'll have to take a look.
I don't think mine did, but I don't know. And also, like, it could be regional, right? Like, but I think
Yeah.
Sony is Sony, so it would have been everywhere. But I'm
Do
gonna
you
check
reckon
the stores.
the price of the AK box PS5 is going to go up?
Yeah,
because it
it's
has
going to become a collector's edition.
Yeah, anybody who has one, just hey, who knows?
Wow.
You know what?
Anybody who has a
That
PS5
is
box,
legitimately a thing that might happen.
I know they're gonna sell like
Now
just
I've
box
mentioned
only,
it.
box only on eBay for like $5,000. People will be like, "Yeah, does it come with a game with the console?" No. Oh well, that's fine.
It's an AK box. What more do you want?
It's a rare, yeah. It's like the Revelatons. It's just a case, but because it's a freaking typo, guaranteed somebody's gonna want to pay a lot of money for it at some point. And
Yeah.
I have it.
Me too.
Yeah, Revelatons. Yeah, that was it for that one. I just wanted to bring that up that Sony's been lying and got caught, but already removed it before they got caught. At some point, they got caught removing it.
Before they can get litigated against.
This is so stupid.
It's greed.
I have one more. It's not as much news as much as it was about news at first, and then I wasn't gonna bring it up. And then while reading about the news, I started laughing at something different, and then I had to bring it up. So, we're gonna talk about Arcane. So, Arcane season 2. I think a year and a half ago, they announced that Arcane season 2 was coming out at the end of this year, and a year and a half has passed, and now we're midway this year. So Arcane season 2 is coming out soon, right, Sean? Because you're the only other one who's watched it.
Yeah, I'm
I watched the
excited.
first episode.
I'm ready.
Excitement, and
I've
Shayla
been
and I are
ready
gonna
for a
watch it.
while.
I'm gonna watch it with Shayla so she sees it. So, you know.
Also,
Okay,
yeah.
you have to be available.
Oh, yeah.
So initially the news of this was that there's been a little clip that was released showing pretty much nothing except Caitlyn talking about getting ready and the four of these characters that you see here just walking out, and then that's it. They are the police, the force of Piltover, and that's pretty much the little clip that we saw. And there was also some mention from Ella Purnell, who has been now in 2 video game adaptation series that were pretty successful. One being Fallout and the other being Arcane. Arcane was a little bit better. But I really enjoyed Fallout anyways. But she said that when they were kind of working on it and getting the script, and said, I don't have the quote, but apparently the end has made her cry, and she said people are not going to like it, and it's going to make people like sad and cry, and it's like, oh great, now that we have that to look forward to. But who knows? They'll still, like, hopefully they'll do it well. That was initially the news. Like, it's got some somber, ominous news to it, and we're like, oh crap, what are we getting into? However, I got distracted because what really caught my eye was people are losing their shit over how the character of Vi is being made into a police enforcer. So anyone who's played the game, now this is gonna be potential spoiler, but again, it's an adaptation of a video game, so it's not really spoiler. Vi's character is literally called the Piltover Enforcer. She is a police enforcer, and people are posting, like you see, they're like crying and sad about how the character in season 2 will be a cop, and this made me laugh. I don't know. It's like, shit, Barney's a dinosaur. Why? Dinosaurs are extinct. He's gonna be the only one. Like, guys. So, I don't know. Check your facts.
Check your ass.
Like, and they're saying, like, that's why she's all sad. If you've seen season 1 and you're getting upset that she looks sad specifically because she's a police, no, she's sad because you've seen season 1. She has reasons, and they're probably not because she's a cop.
She was sad in like the entire first season. Like, yeah. This is not news.
Yeah, but like considering how season 1 ended, that's
Mhm.
probably why she's sad and what she now has to go like forward to. And um, that I
I
won't
mean,
spoil because like people will still want to see season 1. But
call me
yeah,
crazy, but if I'm gonna go online and say something about a character or whatever, and assume that I know that character, I'm gonna want to know that I know that character before I open my dang mouth or before I start typing. Like,
on Twitter, where people will judge you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, if I haven't seen the whole series, or if and that's similar to, if I haven't seen the source material where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
If that character exists anywhere else, I'm not going to open my dang
What's
mouth,
her badge number?
you know,
Six.
without knowing what the heck I'm talking about. Or they could say, well, that's funny. Is she if you
One of
People
her
are just
outfits
silly.
in the game is literally a police outfit.
Yeah.
right.
Her gloves light up red and blue.
These people clearly only watch the Netflix series.
Yeah,
Right.
which is fine. Like even
Yeah.
Sean's watched it and he hasn't played the game. But like earlier today, Shayla has played the game once and I went, Shayla, I've talked about Vi. You know of the game, but like you haven't really played it. What is Vi? And she goes, a cop. And I'm like, thank you. Like it's just the source material, and even if you don't, like
I
So
know she's a cop. Well, she's a real cop.
I don't know.
Right.
It happens that you don't know, but at the same time, it's like you can't say that's why she's so miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
oh, this person who grew up with absolutely nothing is so miserable that she now has a fucking job in the rich part of town. I don't think that's
Terrible.
why she's so miserable. But
What if the people who are saying this are like 15 years old and never?
Then they shouldn't be on Twitter.
That
yeah,
is a valid point.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's also a theory going around, a fan theory, that there's a time skip between the seasons, as the girl on the left with the I guess blondish ginger hair bears a very very close resemblance to the little girl that was seen in the first season. The cop's daughter. At one point, there's a cop who has a daughter who she's playing with, and the bad guy's in that room, like threatening but not threatening, just by standing there. Um, I'd have to show you the picture, but I just don't want to like give too much away. But if you go, Sean, if you go look, you'll probably see like the fan. I'll send you the link. Um, the fan theory is that there's a time skip, and they're like, oh yeah, that's why they like outfit change again. I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, and she would destroy RoboCop.
Wow. It's true.
It's like one punch. She's one punch Vi. Yeah, I wanted to bring that one up because that one touches home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
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 All right.
You're back
So,
to
in
6.
addition to the articles that you had, and subtracting the ones that we both had, I still have another 8. So we're not going to go over all those.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
but there is one that I do want to talk about. I'll save the rest for
One.
next week. One,
Somebody's been a busy boy.
because it's Resident Evil related.
He was supposed to be sleeping.
So, Play Asia may have confirmed some Resident Evil news. Resident Evil 9 has been listed for pre-order on Play Asia and includes box art and description. That's the box art right there.
Whoa.
Originally,
Resident
this was expected to be a leak of some sort, but the listing remains up almost a week later. The box art shows Leon as the protagonist, along with an unknown female character that you can see on the side. The description goes, Resident Evil 9 Revenant Shadows is the latest installment in the iconic survival horror series by Capcom. This game continues the chilling legacy with a fresh story, new characters, and the return of familiar faces. Set in an expansive, terrifying world filled with new threats and mysteries, Revenant Shadows blends intense action, intricate puzzles, and the atmospheric dread that fans have come to love. So that does kind of substantiate the rumors, too, that have been floating around regarding Resident Evil 9 being like an open world game and whatnot. So I don't really know what to make of this. It could be bullshit. It could be legit. The fact that it wasn't taken down after all this time is kind of weird because like it could go either way. It could mean that Capcom doesn't give a shit because it's false, or it could mean that there's some validity to it. Like Capcom might have to get like a legal process going to get them to take it down. I don't know. So it's kind of interesting. But there's also some other questionable things on their website that they listed in regards to Resident Evil. They put up Resident Evil Code Veronica X for PS5 listed for $70. They put up Resident Evil 5 on PS5 for $70. And they put Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster on PS5 for $70. So,
wow.
Again, like
$70.
for remasters, that's way too expensive. Like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't seem legit to me. And we've had all these rumors going around about like what they're going to be remaking next, and this kind of encompasses like everything. Code Veronica's on there, Zero's on there, 5 is on there. There's no way they're remaking all of these. And if these are all just remasters, then it means none of that was true, which I mean could be possible as well. But it's just interesting that they've put all these up on their store like all at once. It's kind of weird. There has to be something going on, like some kind of information leak that they got to justify them listing all these titles. It's very interesting.
Oh, we know that this is not real because it's supposed to be 8, not 9. You can't skip a number.
They should get rid of the numbers altogether. This is a different Resident Evil universe.
Well, they can't skip a number.
With the remake of
that's
Code Veronica, why would they call it Code Veronica X?
What?
It's Resident Evil X. Evil X.
Code Veronica X. So the original was Resident Evil Code Veronica, right? And then they put the X in front of it later on. So it should be Resident Evil Code Veronica, not Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
They're going to remake Code Veronica, and that'll count as Resident Evil 10. It's not an X, it's a Roman numeral. Plot twist. But
They're
yeah.
just confusing everyone at this point.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens.
I agree with Lee. I'm not going to buy into the leak until Capcom makes it official.
Right.
And then I'm going to complain to Capcom.
Yeah, it's just like they're really risking a lot by putting that up there for pre-order, because like depending on how many of these they sell, like $70 a pop, like they're taking people's money right now for potentially nothing. Like
take my money.
They could be liable for like a civil suit or whatever, if this is false information.
Unless they know for sure. I mean,
well, that's the thing. It's like if they know for sure, then yeah, it would make sense. But if this is bullshit, like this could be bad for them. They could get in a lot of trouble for listing a fake game and taking people's money.
Do you know what I was thinking when you mentioned it being open world? I was like, does Leon go around like, how do you go to other parts of the map? You can speed jump and go there, right? I'm like, wonder how Leon gets there. He gets a new plane and go,
teleportation.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine, and I agree with you when you're saying, like this could get them into trouble. But imagine if it goes south, they could just say, "Oh, no, you have the $70 credit towards anything else in the store." Problem solved.
But it's more of like the why. It's like, well, you took all these people's money based on what? Like, where did this information came from? It came from nothing official. So they could have like listed some random game like fucking Silent Hill 1 remake or whatever that doesn't exist and probably will never exist, but they put it up there to take people's money based on what? Like it's a fucking scam. So depending on what they say,
they'll make up an intern that they fired, and so they took responsibility for it that way.
It'll be Frodo.
They'll fire him into space.
There you go.
Throw the game into the volcano.
Like Wesker.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I know. Head
I know. Good
Carmen.
lord. Good lord.
Cell phones are
Uh,
supposed to be muted.
Alrighty
Hey, I
now.
was on D
Well,
and D, but we elapsed our time because we started late, and so
Before
We're not playing D&D right now.
before
do not
we get
disturb.
into the games, we're going to do the Machinima challenge,
Yay!
and Shayla's going to be doing it this time. But I have a surprise. Hold on to your butts. Give me 1 second.
A surprise.
The surprise is Sean does not have Angel.
By the way, surprise! Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be crossplay.
Surprise!
Surprise! Palico's talk now.
We have a little intro video for the new segment. Well, it's not a new segment, but for the old segment. So
Yeah.
here we go. Machinima challenge.
Gross!
Don't question it.
I am Shalaskisha Kebab the Third.
Machinima challenge.
Oh, that's awesome.
Machinima challenge.
Don't question it.
Don't question it. Alrighty. So what, Jazz?
What?
You're the host. What are we
I
doing?
I don't have the thing. We have a Machinima
Shit,
challenge.
that is
Oh,
the-
I have a little I have a little bit of a rule I'd like to present.
Yeah.
Not a rule, just because there was a little bit of discussion earlier, and it came to my attention that I would like to clear something up. We initially started the Machinima challenge, which is really cool, which is really fun. It was started to kind of see what everybody can do with the same clip based on their own different styles of editing and voicing, and like we're given the exact same thing, not edited, original footage, and it kind of seems to me that it's turned into like a competition, a contest. Personally, I don't know what you guys think, but personally, I don't like competitions because then it feels like it's turned into who's got the best, and we're just trying to do it to be the best and to like get discouraged because the other person did it better, and then it kind of discourages from like, oh well, mine sucks, I don't really want to do it anymore. And I kind of just feel like, can we come back to what it used to be and not as much of like no judging, no winner, no like just to have fun with it rather than like find a winner. Can we come back to that? Because I feel like when it comes to competition, it's not as fun anymore. It just becomes more of a chore and more of a like.
Plus, we're going up against people are going up against the pros, and you don't want to.
We're three of us made fart noises for 2 minutes, Kayla. And we all laughed, like we all watched them and we all laughed, and it was we had fun. But the thing is, when it comes back to like,
I like the non-competitive idea.
It's like if you told me gun to my head which one was better, I'd be like, pull the trigger, because like I can't say, because I enjoyed watching all of them and it was really funny, and I don't know. So I kind of just thought I'd get a feedback on your ideas, and like to the public too, like what do you guys think, whoever's watching them outside of the people who are participating, like, it's cool to see, although we all started kind of editing the same way, we all made fart noises, but
well, plus you don't want it to turn into like a popularity contest, so I could see how
it's a pageant.
I think it would
just
be
when
cool
I'm
to just
winning.
go back to like,
wow, you can win. You used AI voice actor.
if you complete it, you win.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean,
Okay.
I think the only reason
This
it
is
ended
fun
up
for me.
having like a winner or whatever is because like it's kind of gamey, and like all of our games we kind of fuck around with that, but it's never been like important. Like we never we give score like here and there for the games that we play, but nobody really gives a shit. Like nobody really wins or cares. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Point out that half the time in my games the scores aren't getting written down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
like sometimes we take scores, sometimes we
Yeah,
don't.
so
We make up a winner. Like it's all just been fun.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should we can start some really stupid ass like score system, like who had the best voice setups, who had the best, like we could start them dumbass like scoreboard.
Mhm.
We
How
could do it
many
like
farts
that.
were used?
Yeah, like who had the best use of farts, who had the best use of like
That
this,
would be a
It was
really
method
fun thing to
acting.
do.
like an
Yeah.
award show kind of, but not the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I like that idea.
So if anybody has any like throw things, again, comments in the Discord, throw it at us. And with that, I want to pass
I'm
it
ex-
on to where we're going with this.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I picked the footage this time, and
So get
I
ready
don't
for
think
5
it'll
minutes
be
of
that.
Shadowheart fucking up her spells.
I don't think it'll be
Wow.
that much of a surprise what game I picked. It wasn't
Award
Baldur's
awards.
Gate 3. But if you've been paying attention, even just this episode, you'll probably have an idea what it's
If
going to
you've
be.
been paying attention to Shayla in the last 10 years, you know
Right?
Yeah.
as long
All
as
right.
we've been friends.
You
Alright.
ready to watch your clip, Shayla?
Yes.
All right.
No, I mean yes. Check in.
Come on! Back in position! Now! Aim! Fire! He's from the first! Master!
No way.
Ah,
Yay!
yeah,
It's
that
my
might be
I
monster.
already have an idea.
the
My-
most actiony
Yeah.
clip that I've seen for a machinima yet.
And it's fun. I can't wait to see what everybody does with the guy that goes, "Ah!" and then immediately gets smacked against the wall. I don't know. I thought it had some really good reaction poses that will be easy to put just about anything in. Like you've
Farts.
got the guy going. Well, you've got the one guy that's like, "Oh, master!" and the hunter like looks and exclaims, and it's a very kind of like just one open mouth movement. So I think it'll be really fun. The different things we can put people exclaiming, and there's lots of characters, and it's just a cool action scene. So I don't know. I'm hoping that you guys will have fun with it. I think we could do some creative stuff.
So is that
Creative.
Monster Hunter World, just to be clear?
It all
Yeah.
depends on what our themes are.
Yeah, I was gonna say creative.
I know, right?
Let's
Right.
let's
You know, you can have
find
angels.
out. Sean has angels 3 times. All right, let's start with Sean, shall we?
Oh
right.
no.
Your 3 themes are rolling. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Art, dice, you motherfucker, and salty.
And what?
Salty.
Salty.
As if you got dice.
Oh, sharp and salty
Yeah.
dice.
All right, move it on.
I know what they're arming the ballistics with now.
Just like it stops and there's like a. All right, Shayla.
Yes.
Sun, like SON again.
Again?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Music
Okay. Ooh.
and apple tree.
Okay. All right. I can work with those.
All right, Alec.
Mhm.
Abandoned.
No.
Majority. And player.
Okay.
Go. Carmen. Hero.
Nice.
Pluto, and Memory.
Okay.
And last for me, I have Illusion, Lemons, Lemons, and Broken.
Wow.
How come you guys got fruit and I got a friggin' planet?
There's no fruit in the clip.
I've had a planet too.
You got a
so
planet or
I
a
made
dog.
it work.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Illusions,
Yee,
Lemons,
yee,
and
yee.
Broken.
Can you tell I like Monster Hunter?
No.
So are we doing the same thing? We'll say
Give it a month.
so that would be so we have to either pick the 29th or the 6th.
I
6.
think I was 6, yeah.
The
Okay.
6th.
Yeah, because we'll have to talk about the 29th.
Oh. All
Okay.
right, the 6th it is.
Yay.
How are we on time?
Yay.
It's alright.
Not
We could probably do like one gam.
one gam.
Okay.
Do yours then.
I don't have a game.
You think?
Do it a monster game? I like the monster game.
We don't have the monster game.
Monster.
No, that's my favorite game.
Alright, let's try the new game.
New game.
New game!
No gam.
Okay, so here's the intro for the new game.
Who said that shit?
Fucking
I'm gonna be so
NPCs.
mad if no fucker tells me.
It's not a
Alright.
game.
Alright, so Patrick will explain the rule of the game.
Who said that shit in this game? AI Patrick, that's this voice dare, and will quote a video game character. You guys have to tell Alec which video game
one?
character made the quote. For example, if I said 7 minutes, you should hopefully say Wesker. If you didn't, then you're just a dumb fuck. Let's play.
I think you have the wrong image up, Sean.
Oh.
Did you have the NPC? That's read your comments.
What the fuck? Do I not have it? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. Yeah, it's like it's Hunk.
Oh,
Did you
what?
tell-
Yeah, no, I did download that. Why is it not open? Give me 1 sec.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I completely missed the rules of the game, by the way.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Oh, the rules are to make a machinima. Oh, wait.
No, this. We're on.
all right. So AI Patrick will read a quote of a video game character, and you have to tell me which video game character.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit us, Patrick.
Hit us with Patrick. Quote 1.
Quote 1. You ever gonna tell anyone what the fucking G stands for?
I don't know his name, but it's from House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
House of
Yeah.
the Dead 3, right? That's the one that had G.
Overkill.
It is overkill. Gonna give you 5 seconds to think, just because we've got timer. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Is Googling allowed?
No, for
Fuck
God's
outta here.
sake, never is allowed. You can't even Google. All right. So the answer is Isaac Washington
Oh.
from House of the Overkill. Next, quote 2.
Quote 2, boss. You were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's obviously
Solid.
Metal Gear. But who's talking is.
Isn't it Snake?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
5,
Wait,
Sounds
no,
awfully
I just
altruistic.
it's
Otacon.
no.
Is it Naomi?
I guess.
Lee gets it right. It is Big Boss.
Is it because it said boss at the start?
Yeah. Well.
So actually, Big Boss is talking to Boss from MGS3.
Yeah.
All right, quote 3.
Quote 3: endure and survive.
That's
So vague.
so vague. But I've also heard it recently.
Right.
Fuck.
5, 4, 3,
You're not giving us enough time, Alec.
I know, right?
2, 1.
Wait.
I demand double time.
Right? Can we hit a like timeout so we can all like?
4.
Okay.
3.
Wait. No. Wait. Isn't it
Fallout?
No. It's. I haven't even played this. This is why I think I know what it is.
It makes no sense.
I know, but it's like because it's the only thing I want to say it's the Ellie game.
Oh yeah, it's the Fireflies.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got there eventually. It is Ellie Last of Us.
Yeah.
Quote 4.
That's why, because I've been
Quote
looking at
4:
Fireflies.
you can't undo what you've already done, but you can face up to it.
I'm sorry. Can you play it one more time?
Quote 4: you can't undo what you've already done, but you can face up to it.
Life is
that
strange.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because it sounds like a time travel thing. But who in Life is Strange? I only know one character, isn't it Alex? Is that the only character? Is that what the character's name? I'm guessing Alex.
Max.
Max. I knew it was something with
Max
an X.
Caulfield.
Not an accent? There's not an
Caulfield.
Alex? It's Max. Okay, whatever.
There's
I'm
no.
Max.
Well,
Max.
if there's an Alex, I don't know. But
Okay.
I've never played it. I played like
I haven't either.
first level.
It just sounds like a time travel thing.
I mean,
5, 4, 3,
Rachel.
2,
Rachel.
You were saying
1.
Alex so much that I forgot what the quote was.
You can't undo what you've already done. You can just make up for it, or you can only make up for it, or something like that.
Okay. The answer is Frank Coleridge from
Life
What?
is Strange.
Sun Hill Downpour.
what?
What?
Downpour.
Oh.
All right, and the
Oh,
last
Sean
one.
laughed.
Did I just-
You should get this one.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Quote 5: what is a man?
What a miserable pile of secrets. Dracula.
What is a man? Yeah.
Dracula.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Dracula.
Castlevania!
I didn't even finish hearing the quote before Shayla was on it.
Quote 5: what is a man?
Okay.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
Miserable pile of shit.
I'm guessing
All right.
Dracula.
You forgot the throwing the wine glass noise.
All right, so that was Who Said That Shit? New game, so I think it went well.
Yeah.
Again.
That was good.
Yay.
It's up to you. That went pretty quick. We might have time to do. We could either do your trailer, Jazz, or we could do one more game,
Trailer. Let's see it.
or we
I
can
vote.
cut it off before we hit 2.
Oops.
We can do
I
another
vote for
game.
trailer. Oh, for gam.
The only other game we got is fucking NBCs.
Why
Hey, this
would I
looks
fucking
familiar.
NPC?
Fucking NPCs can go suck on my digital 12-inch dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright, so name the video game character and also name the video game in the background of the character.
Professor
Okay.
something.
I mean, that looks like a Deus Ex character with a Kingsfield background.
Tomb Raider background.
Nice. I go with Jazz's answer then, because I know the other guy is Pokemon, obviously, with a. It looks like a very Valve type game background. Gmod background. And then the third one, I don't know, is that a Doom 3 dog? I don't know. And a Crazy Taxi in the background.
Yeah.
Any other guesses, guys?
I agree with Crazy Taxi. And what would the professor's name, or what would the Pokemon
Dog,
guy's
I
name
don't
be,
know.
though?
Oh, we have to name him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the names of any of those NPCs.
Well, Lee, you got A completely right. Here's Dr. Kieran from House of the Dead and the
Tomb Raider.
background.
Nice.
There is a professor from a Pokemon game. Pokemon
Is
It
it
looks like
Professor-
a Parasite
Professor
Eve
Oak?
character model, but I don't know what it's called.
Oh!
Cerberus.
Right? Right? That's a good guess.
It's Jackal. Jackal.
So the
Yes.
professors are always named after trees.
Trees,
So
yeah.
just name a fucking tree.
Oak.
I mean,
Oak,
no, it's not
that's
Oak,
Oak.
'cause
He's
Oak's
the
the main
OG.
guy.
Yeah.
I
Sycamore.
want to say like Aspen or Spruce. Yeah,
Sycamore.
Aspen's not a
Birch.
Lee's got it right for image B.
Elm.
name, but
Nice.
Professor Elm
Elm.
and
Elm.
Saw 2.
Oh,
That was gonna be my my next guess was Elm.
The background
Alright.
for 3 is Gmod,
That's what I thought.
but that's not what you said.
I did say Gmod.
For the first one.
Oh no! For the first one, I thought it was Kingsfield.
Alright, here's Crazy Taxi in the background, but any more guesses for the front?
No, it's just dog.
Dog.
Yeah, dog. Sarah's was a good guess.
His name's Frank.
Point.
I
Well-
heard somebody else.
It is a dog, but it's a grown-up from Silent Hill. So
Oh,
Lee's got it all right.
nice.
That's,
Yeah, but that's not
fucking
fair
interesting.
because, like, he just said Silent Hill 1 dog. Don't they have a name?
Yeah, alright, I'll deduct 500 points from Lee. There we go.
500 for Gryffindor. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Lee.
50 points for Schnivelly Boop.
Snivelly boop boop.
We will read the comments next week, hopefully, and then, yeah. What episode
But in,
has
the,
this been?
but in the meantime, this has been episode 239. Should have done that. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Wow,
and
wow,
you guys,
wow, wow.
if you enjoyed the podcast or any of the content here at The Ward, you always have to say it like that. The Ward. Please consider helping us grow by sharing our content and liking the video and all other videos and subscribing. I'm a robot now. Also, Brandon, you can also support us.
Brandon
by-
bot.
What? You can also support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions. I was gonna go with the word and then I threw myself off to get exclusive content. Let me see that again. Patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content. Have a great weekend and also a week. And also, bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Words.
Hell yeah.